This video is sponsored by Adorama. So Autel Robotics recently came out with 2 new drones that did cover them at CES. They came out with this one right here, the Nano. This is the Autel Nano. This one's actually the Nano Plus. If you guys haven't seen my unboxing and first flight with this one, I'll make sure that's above as well as down below in the video description. But Autel also released this one right here, which is the Lite version, or they call it the Autel Lite. There's a Lite and a Lite Plus. This one is the Lite Plus, and it also comes in this right here, which is a premium bundle. And I want to thank Adorama.com for sending me this Autel Lite Plus to review. A little bit more about them later. Now I've been finding a Nano Plus for the past week, and I'm excited about this one right here because this is a little big brother to that one, because this one is more Autel is comparing this one, which is the Autel Lite, more comparable to something like the Air 2S. Actually, they're kind of putting it in between the Air 2S and the MAVIC 3, which is a pretty big jump too, but that's kind of where they're positioning it. In this video, what I'm gonna do is a quick unboxing, show you what comes in this right here, which is the premium bundle, and also do what I did with the Nano, talk a little bit more about the specs comparison between this, the Lite Plus, and the Air 2S. And if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Aldrin Estacio. I do a lot of drone tech tips, tutorials, and product reviews right here on this channel. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and also hitting that bell to be notified when I post new videos. It'll probably be just like the Nano. If you guys haven't seen the unboxing of the Nano, I'm sure everything will probably be just about the same. Comes in a little bit bigger, same bag or same style bag as the Nano. All the stuff neatly packed inside of the case. Quick start guides, accessories, charging hub, charging brick, as well as the power cord for the charger. We have the remote control. Let's see if it's the same. Looks the same as the Nano Plus or the Nano. And then because this is the premium bundle, we do have extra batteries here. So it comes with 2 extra batteries. So when you get the premium, think of it as like the DJI Fly More combo. You get a couple extra batteries as well as the charging hub. And last, let's remove the Autel Lite, and there it is, all wrapped up. Overall, it does remind me of the Evo 2 build-wise. Just a smaller version of that. I do like the new carbon fiber arms, so let's actually take off all this plastic here, and it should just pop right off, just like so. Now just kind of looking over the body, everything looks very familiar, except we do have a new battery design, which I just powered on accidentally. Press these 2 tabs here on the back and the whole battery slides out. They give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra propellers. Got the cable, USB-C cable, cables for the remote control. So they have all the cables there. Same thing here, remote control sticks. Unfortunately, still only have 1. And if it's the same as the Nano, which it is, still no place to put the sticks when you remove them. ND4, 8, 16, and 32 that come in your premium bundle. But overall, that is what the new Autel Lite Plus looks like. That was just a quick unboxing to show you what comes in it. Now what I want to do is do a little spec comparison of this new Autel Lite compared to the DJI Air 2S. And before we get into the spec comparison between the Autel Lite Plus and the Air 2S, a quick word from today's sponsor, Adorama. And for those who aren't familiar with Adorama, Adorama is one of the largest, most reputable online retail stores that specializes in everything from photography and videography equipment, computers, gaming, musical instruments, and even drones like this, the Autel as well as DJI products. So if you're looking for some of the best deals online, make sure you guys check out Adorama. Information will be down below in the video description. Huge thanks to them for sponsoring this video with the Autel Lite Plus. Now let's get back into the spec comparison. Now Autel actually sent me some information as far as where they are looking or where they're positioning the Lite Plus, and they are positioning it in between, or at least a competitor to the Air 2S, and kind of in between the MAVIC 3. In my mind, I feel like I'm just kind of leaning towards more the Air 2S, mainly because this was, for me at least, 2021's kind of like go-to drone as far as size, capability, and all that. So I'm looking at the Lite as kind of more of that competitor to this, even though there are some similar specs to the MAVIC 3 that the Lite does have. Now we'll test out all 3 of them and see how they compare, but in this video, I kind of want to go through the specs of these 2 right here. And just like the Nano, how there's a Nano Plus, on the Lite version of this one compared to the Lite Plus, which is this one here, You have a bigger sensor, better camera, but almost all of the other things that they share are pretty much the same. Now jumping right into the price, Air 2S for standard is $999, and the standard package for the Lite Plus is $1349. When you jump up to the Fly More combo, or here what they're calling the Premium Bundle, we're at $1299 and $1649 for the Premium Bundle on the Lite Plus. Now when it comes to size and weight, it definitely is a bigger jump here. It does sit in between the Air 2S and the MAVIC 3, and just putting these side by side, you could definitely see the size difference here all the way around. And as far as weight goes, the Air 2S is at 595 grams and the Lite Plus comes in at 835 grams. Now when it comes to memory and storage, they both have internal storage. They have 8 gig internal on the Air 2S. They have 6 gigs internal on the Lite Plus. Of course, both drones can accept a micro SD card up to 256 gigs. And the one thing I like the most, when it comes to video transmission, they both can get 12 kilometers, about 7.5 miles or so distance between the remote control and the drone. Now, while it's rated for that distance, of course, that is super far away. There was some firmware issues I was having with the Nano. I'm hoping that I don't have the same ones here, or I had some disconnect with my app and my remote and the drone. And hopefully I did talk to Autel and they said that they have some firmware updates coming out. Hopefully that'll resolve some of those issues. When it comes to flight time up in the air, Autel was good with the Evo 2 and they brought that over to the Lite Plus. 40 minutes rated for flight time with the Lite Plus. The Air 2S rated for 31 minutes. Now, one nice plus for Autel on this one is that we do have an adjustable aperture f2.8 to an f11 on the Lite Plus. On the Air 2S, we do have a fixed 2.8. So if you do want to take a little bit more control over your exposure and have that control up in the air, you do have that adjustable aperture here with the Lite Plus. Now, when it comes to sensor size, they both share that 1-inch sensor on both drones. And on the Lite Plus, we do have a nice little jump, 6K, 30 frames a second on the Autel. Now, as far as sensors go, we do have similar sensors on both. We do have the front sensors on both the bottom as well as the rear. The difference here is that we do have extra set of upward sensors on the Air 2S. Both of them do not have any side sensors. We do have intelligent flight modes, things like focus track on the Air 2S. And with focus track, it allows you to do things like active track, which is the follow me mode, as well as point of interest and spotlight. We also have what they call dynamic track, which is Autel's follow me function. However, at the moment, I did talk to Autel, it's not available yet, so you can't do any follow me functions or dynamic track on the Autel. They did mention that they're looking at pushing a firmware update to it, both on this as well as the Nano in possibly late February, even up to early March possibly. So if you're looking at getting a drone and you want it for follow me and dynamic track, just note that it's not going to be available for another month and a half or so on both drones, the Lite and the Nano. When it comes to photos, we do have JPEG and RAW up to 20 megapixel photos on both of these drones. And as far as panoramic modes, they are both offering photo panoramic modes. I have to check to see the latest firmware if it is now included on the Lite Plus. And also some of the automated modes that they do have. The Air 2S, of course, has Quickshots, so if you want a drone, circle, and all those, it does have that on here. And the Lite Plus also has very similar ones. They don't call it Quickshots, they just call it automatic modes. Rocket, flick, fadeaway, as well as orbit. So very similar quick shots on both these drones. There's of course a lot of other spec comparisons I can go through, but I just wanted to highlight some of the main differences or similarities between these two drones right here. So I'm gonna get these all charged up, do some test flights on it, very similar how I did with the Nano. So of course, if you guys are interested in seeing some of these updates, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Once again, thanks for Adorama for sponsoring this video. Of course, if you guys got some value from it, a big like would be much appreciated. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. This is Ultra Nastasio with FlytPath.com. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.